Hello? All right. Got the microphone working. Hello? All right. All right. Got the microphone working. I'm gonna wait for
Hello?
to come in.
All right.
All right.
Got the microphone working.
Right now, what we're doing is
I'm gonna wait for
hello.
to
Come in.
All right.
Building a PC.
All right. Got the microphone working.
Pretty cool. Right now, what we're doing is
I'm gonna wait for
hello.
Come in.
Building a
All
PC.
right. Got the microphone working.
Pretty cool. Right now, what we're doing is
I'm gonna wait for Come in.
building a
All right.
PC.
Got the microphone working.
Pretty cool. Right now, what we're doing is
I'm gonna wait for Come in.
building a
All right. Got the microphone working.
Pretty cool. Right now, what we're doing is
I'm gonna wait for Come in. All right. Got the microphone working.
Pretty cool. Right now, what we're doing is
I'm gonna wait for Come in. All right. Got the microphone working.
Pretty cool. Right now, what we're doing is
I'm gonna wait for Come in. All right.
what is going on? There is something going on with all the. All right, is that good? Alright. Pretty sure that is good. Let me just set up a few things and I'll um um just sending it to. Okay, so whoever's in the whoever is watching right now, try to chat to see if it works properly. Okay. All right, so we're getting some viewers now, so I think I can start the PC build. All right. So welcome to the build of El Specimino. See if you guys are wondering. And right now, I'm trying to get things set up for the live stream and everything. I'm also sending it to a few people. Yeah. 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 When you have time, can you like go into the YouTube live and share it to Dad? All right. Anyway, so I'm gonna share the specs real quick before we start building. So the first hold on, let me see. All right. So obviously the most important part to a gaming PC, at least in my opinion, is the GPU. So this is gonna be this is the RX 470. It's a very budget GPU that can still play like most esports titles today, but it will struggle in like some AAA titles. But as long as you're like still on like counter, it might. like Counter Strike or Fortnite, games like that, it should probably do pretty well in those games. All right, the CPU. Uh, what? You're gonna say chicken, but I bet. Anyway, um, we got this Ryzen. Okay, you guys are probably gonna cook me for this CPU choice, but please don't say that in the stream, please. All right. Anyway, um, hold on. I'm setting up a few things on the. Anyway, uh, so we got. All right. So we. You guys are probably gonna flame me for the CPU of choice. We got the Ryzen 3. Hold on, let me actually put a hashtag into the title. See if I want to test that out. Does that actually bring in more people who want to be watching like a PC build? Let me edit that title. All right, well I can't edit the title, but hold on guys, there are some technical issues. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm trying to see what trying to see if I can edit. No. Hold on, guys. There's some technical issues. Just hold on. Hello. Just hold on for a second. Let me see if I can get that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah. So we're having some slight issues. Just hold on a second. Let me see if I can fix that. Uh. All right. Well, I guess it'll just fall into the hands of the right people. Anyway, so we are gonna be building a PC, like you heard. So the CPU choice is the Ryzen 3 2300X. This is kind of like more on the budget side, kind of way more on the budget side of CPUs. I probably should have chosen something like the Ryzen 5 2600, but but I bought this one because first it was really cheap. Normally it goes for like $40. I got it for like 30. And second, uh it's still okay, I guess, for like most games. It is a four-core processor, which a lot of people won't like that. But if you play games like Roblox, Counter Strike, or Fortnite, yeah, I guess this would get over like 60 FPS in most games. Remember, this is a very budget PC. I actually only this PC, like parts entirely, it only costed me like 300 and $375. So especially in this economy right now, that is definitely an impressive number. So, we got the GPU and the CPU out. All right, we got 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. Now, for some reason, this is really expensive, but when I bought the original kit, it was like I don't know. Oh, sorry. So it was like two 8 gigabyte sticks for $60, which is overpriced. But when I bought it, uh apparently they messaged me saying that the listing was supposed to be 1x8 and the title was actually 2x8. So I got 8 gigabytes of RAM, and when they were like texting me, no, not text, when they were like sending me messages of like what I of like what method I want, they offered me like a partial refund of like $10, and I was like, there's no way I'm doing that. Like 8 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM costs like $30 now. That used to be what 16 gigabytes used to cost, and I'm not taking that. So yeah, I'm deciding to return it. Right now, my brother Edward is actually using it in his PC. So this stick of RAM is actually from his PC. It's green, but his is like an office computer, office gaming sleeper computer. And I just put the 8 GB stick in there and another 4 DDR4 stick of RAM that I had. So right now he's running on 12 GB of RAM, which is functional, but it's all right.
Yeah, it's alright. I'm playing Roblox only.
Yeah. And we got an SSD. It's 500 GB. There's nothing much to say about that. Don't damage the GPU lane. What other specs? And you're probably okay. So we got a Wi-Fi adapter here. We got this. It's a USB Wi-Fi adapter because the motherboard does not have built-in Wi-Fi, unlike a lot of PCs. And hold on. This is probably like you guys are gonna flame me for this one as well. But the motherboard of choice is the A320M. So yeah. Yeah, the A320M is quite the it's it's not really preferred in builds, but hey, if you can get a motherboard for cheap, like an AM4 motherboard for cheap, I'm taking that. Like I paid like I think 64, no, 16, no, I got a partial refund. So like I spent around $64 on the motherboard. They said they included the IO shield, but they didn't. So yeah, I'm deciding to so one of my friends is actually 3D printing a an IO shield for this. Maybe all right, so I'm gonna be putting this back, all this back in its on its box because I'm gonna be setting out the we gotta oh yeah, and we're also just using a stock cooler. Anyway, so I'm gonna bring out the motherboard. I am gonna be zooming in a little bit on the stream so you guys can see what it looks like. All right, so we got we got the we got the motherboard here. So this is Asus A320M. This is a budget build. So the A320M, the reason why not a lot of people like it is because it does not support overclocking. Now, again, this PC is a really budget PC. I paid like $375 for all the parts over here. So it really isn't supposed to be that crazy of a build. So yeah, just keep that in mind. All right, so we got the motherboard on there. I'm gonna zoom in on the stream so you can see a little bit closer. All right, that's pretty good. So now, all right, so here comes CPU. So again, for those who missed it, this is the Ryzen 3 2300X. So now this isn't really a great CPU, especially right now. But like, if you either lower your resolution or lower your settings to like the absolute lowest, it will run games. I actually did build this PC before, like before I decided to do all this, and I played a game on one game on Roblox and another game which is like Frontlines, and then I played a few matches on CS2. Uh, it was playing pretty well, so I guess I'm just gonna keep the CPU choice because I can't really wait another week to can't really wait another week to wait for that other CPU. Now the Intel equivalent of this is about like an i3. All right, I am gonna put it in this. See if I can put it in correctly. All right, gold triangle. Right, and bam, there you go. So the CPU is in now. Zoom out this one. I'm gonna zoom out the stream a little bit more now. Oh gosh. All right. So now, all right, we got a motherboard. Uh, we got the CPU into the motherboard, so that's good. We can put in the RAM now. Let's see. Okay, so we got 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. So it is a green RAM kit again. We're just using this as a placeholder. I am getting some Corsair Vengeance RAM, but right now there are some difficulties with that because I was sent 8, so I gotta buy another 8. I gotta return that one and buy another 16 gigabyte kit. So I have this one. This is my brother's kit of RAM, so we're just gonna use this one for now. Okay, there you go. All right, so we're just gonna put this one in. Okay. All right. Now we have a hello. Okay, we have a yeah, we have a motherboard now. I'm gonna put the cooler in. Now, when I put the cooler in for the first time, for some reason there were a lot of difficulties with putting it in. I have no idea how that happened, but like for some reason it was just really difficult to get it in. So I will be like leaning a little bit into the thing to make sure that it's being installed correctly. Uh, so I'm gonna sit down for this one. Actually, there is a chair on this table. I'm gonna sit down so I can see it properly. Now, this build it isn't the best part list I would I would have gotten if I were you. If I had the budget of $375, I mean like $400, I would probably have gotten like a Ryzen 5 2600 or even like a Ryzen 3 3100. But right now, we can't really reverse that decision. So we are gonna be just mitigating that. All right. So we got all right. We got the stock AMD cooler. It isn't anything crazy, but oh, it isn't anything crazy. But again, you don't really need a huge cooler for this. The AMD stock cooler would do pretty good. If you want to, you could remove the outer shell of this and spray painted it, and spray paint it. I meant you can definitely do that. But right now, um, like I'm just gonna be doing this. Also, if you're in the same situation as me and have the same budget as I did for this build, I would have probably gotten probably for the same price as the CPU that's in here right now, probably like a Ryzen 5 1500 or like a Ryzen 5 1600. Even though those CPUs should be powerful enough to run Windows 11, even though it's not supported, and you should be able, and it's probably a lot better than the CPU I chose for this one. It's just well, for flipping purposes, because I am selling this gaming PC. Uh, this is I think the Ryzen 3 2300X. I think the name of it just sounds better. But honestly, you should. But honestly, uh, I just got this CPU because it's on the AM4 platform, and if you're on the AM4 platform, that's a really good platform to be on because if I, like a PC with the Ryzen with like no not Ryzen with like the Intel Core i7 7700, it would be a lot more powerful than this build. The only problem with that is that that's on the LGA 1151 socket. So if you wanted to upgrade that CPU in the future, you would have to let's see if that's screwing in correctly. Yeah, it's doing correctly. Anyway, uh, you probably you probably could not use like you probably could not upgrade like higher than that. So you will need to replace the motherboard. But with AM4, there's a lot of chips to be upgraded. You can upgrade up to like a Ryzen 5800X if I remember correctly, which is a huge upgrade path for this one motherboard. So that's the thing we're gonna be using. I'm actually just gonna move the case that it's off frame, you can't see it, but I'm just gonna move this case out of the way. So, I have more space to work with. Alright. So now we got. Oh, I completely forgot. Oh, I completely forgot about that. We gotta. I complete. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Alright. Alright, we're back. Sorry, I had to, my dad was calling. Anyway, I completely forgot about the thermal paste. So we're gonna be removing that. Oh my gosh. Alright. So we're just gonna be. Alright. Let me. No, no, you know what? Let's just keep this for now. For now. Alright. Okay. Didn't bend anything. We're good. So, um, almost completely forgot about the thermal paste. So we just have this. We have this. The specs. Okay, it's a budget PC. So Ryzen 3 2300X RX 470, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and Ryzen no, and a Asus A320M. So I got this. I got all the parts for 375. So I guess so. It's a really budget PC. This is like all I could really squeeze into that budget. I will be selling this to someone. Remember, this isn't supposed to be like a crazy P. I'm probably gonna sell it for like 400 something. This isn't supposed to be like a crazy PC build. Like if you play like I actually played CS2 on this thing because I did build this like all the way up before the live stream, and I did play CS2 on it. It handled it okay, like 70 to 100 FPS. There were a few drops, but if you lowered the settings a little bit more, maybe lower down the resolution, it would probably do pretty good. But yeah. So like 100 flip. No, this is my first flip. So this is gonna be like the profit out of it is only gonna be like $30 because I just wanted to test it out for the first time. I'm not really gonna sell it for like a higher like a like a higher price because I know there are some people out there who are selling like Ryzen 5 builds for like a Ryzen 5 2600 builds for like that like 500 or like maybe even up to 450, and there's no way I'm able to compete with that for that price, so I'm just gonna put it down to like 420. um let me Okay, I had difficulty putting the CPU cooler in, so let me see if I'm putting it in correctly. And of course I'm not. Yeah, okay, so I will show you guys what the problem is later. Because even though I am evenly putting this in, for some reason the screws on this side are just not going in how they're supposed to. So I'll just do like one rotation. One rotation, one rotation, one rotation. Alright. Just make sure they're going in. I need to. So what I did learn is that you might need to put some pressure on the backplate if this happens, which it did work for me when I first built this PC. i5 12 Gen and 4060. What should I upgrade? Also, never bought used. All right. So, what games do you play? Just put it in the chat. What games do you play? Because I can't really tell you what to upgrade unless you tell me like what type of games you play. Because if you're playing like AAA titles, then you might need to upgrade the GPU. If you're playing games like Fortnite, Valorant, CS2, that's a great PC. Honestly, I would not upgrade. If you were playing AAA titles like Cyberpunk or like Black Myth Wukong, I might upgrade the GPU, but the GPU is good enough for those type of games. So it really just depends on what type of games that you it really just depends on what type of games you like like you play. And I put in the CPU cooler wrong. But if you but again like if you play only esports titles, yeah, that's really good. Um if you play games like Cyberpunk, Black Myth Wukong, I might upgrade to like a 4070 or 5060. But honestly, yeah, that's a really good PC, especially for right now. So just you should probably just keep that PC and not really upgrade it until that could probably last you for like another like 2 3 years. All right. So making sure I can get the CPU cooler in right because for some reason like some of these screws just don't go in correctly. Okay. I think all of them are in now. It's not this square. Gotta go cross. Oh my gosh, this um okay. Oh my goodness. Screw legit whatever I feel like. Yeah, okay. Then you don't have to upgrade your PC then. Because that is a great PC for like most of those games that for all the games that you just mentioned. So I wouldn't upgrade it if I were you. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, dude. This CPU cooler just does not want to. Okay, so look at this. Alright, so what we have right here is that on this side. Oh my gosh, I'm hitting the tripod. On this side, like on this screw right here, that one's going in to its place, but that one isn't. Now you probably can't be able to. You probably not be able to tell from like the angle that I'm showing you at. Said hi. Oh, hello. Sorry, I'm kind of knocking into this PC build. Yeah, for some reason this cooler, like I don't know why, it was really difficult to put in when I was first building it. You kind of have to like push it down a little bit when you're installing it, which especially there's like a CPU under there. You mostly would not want to like do that. Sorry if my head's blocking. I just need to see correctly. Alright, that one's probably in. Okay. Oh my goodness, dude, this thing just does not want to go in. Yo, there's a holder to go in. Oh my gosh. That one's going in. Oh, fresh. Is it raining outside? Alright, I have to look outside the window for a second because I thought it was raining. That would have been bad because I'm planning to. Alright, thank you for the advice. I'm gonna go rest right now. I have to lock in for exams. Alright, go ahead. Alright, let's see. Oh my goodness, this thing is hard to put in for some reason. Like, legit does not want to go in. What do I do? Anyway, yada key. Alright, anyway. Dude, I'm trying to. Alright. Dude. Dude, this thing just does not want to go in correctly. I remember when I was putting it in, I kind of just gave up on trying to put it down all the way. Because again, like this CPU cooler just doesn't want to go up down all the way. I learned that if you're having this type of issue, you kind of want to put pressure on the back plate just to make sure it goes in correctly. But yeah, sometimes first of all, it's very inconvenient to do that, like to do this. And second, sometimes I feel like I'm forcing it in too much. Like I might bend the CPU pins down there, but that's fine. I mean, no, that's not fine to bend the pins, but like when I did it the first time, it went in all right. So, and like the CPU worked and everything, so we're good. I just remember, when you're removing a CPU in an AM4 cooler, do not be let's remove the pliers. Do not be like twisting it and then putting it up at the same time. First, like twist it a little bit and then start pulling up. Do not do it at the same time. At the same time, because if you do it at the same time, then there's gonna be a few problems. Yeah. Yeah, this PC build is just rage baiting me, dude. Like this screw is not going in to its little socket. Like there's one screw that does not want to go in. Okay. Let me see if that would help. Unscrewing it a little bit, then putting that one in, and then. All right. All right. So this thing does have Windows 11 on it. I did like build this again, so I can like install Windows 11 and a few games on it, so I don't have to do it like after I build it. And I also had to make sure that all the parts work correctly before I went into the live stream, because if I went into this live stream and it just does not post like at all, like the first time it might not post because I probably forgot something really dumb. Second time, third time, fourth time, it doesn't post, then I definitely did something like critically wrong. But we're good. All right, so that CPU fan is in there. I mean, it's not the screws are not completely in there, but it is flat enough to where, like, when I did this the first time, I didn't screw it in all the way, and the idle temperature was fine. Like, it didn't crash at all. So we're just gonna keep it that way. All right. So now we got everything plugged in. All right. All right. Let's see what other. All right. So we're just gonna put this motherboard to the side for now, and we're gonna be focusing on the power supply and case. All it up. All right, so got this case right here. This is a pretty good. I mean, no, okay. So honestly, if you had a modular PSU, like you're able to take out the cables and like edit them to whatever you want, then yeah, I would use this case because it's really good. The problem is that I have a non-modular CPU. That's right, not CPU. Power supply, and it is really tight down here to fit. Like, let me adjust the camera angle. Like, it is really hard to fit. Yeah, it's good. Dylan on step. One step or yeah, one step. My bad. On one step. All right. Yeah. So we gotta. It is pretty hard to fit like a power supply in here because like it's really tight, and then the back has like absolutely no cable management because there's no PSU basement for this. The PSU has to go right here, so you will see the power supply. All right. So our power supply of choice is the CX 430. So the parts to this PC are not like I added them all up. Like estimated wattage is like 285 watts. So yeah, we got and you ideally want like a power supply that's like 100 more. So ideally for the system you want like a 385 at least. And I got this one. I got this TX 430 for a pretty good price. So yeah, we're just gonna be using that. All right. So I'll be on the back, so you guys won't be able to see me skill one. So we'll be okay. So if you guys have any questions, you can feel free to. Skip. Oh, what? We got a bunch of screws here. This is the These are the screws that we use for the case. It came with the case because yeah, it should come with the case. Alright. I'm gonna remove the box real quick because we don't need this box. I'm gonna clean up my space a little bit real quick.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, we don't need that. And don't. Yeah, we just gotta put this thing here. Oops. Alright, so I don't know why this is here. What's down here? I'm not gonna just alright, there you go. So anyway. Right now, I'm screwing in the PSU. Nah, holy voice crack. The PSU into the case. Feel free to ask any questions. I will be checking the chat like a few times as I'm doing this. But just know that I'm not looking at the chat box all the time. So but if you chat, I'll probably be able to see it. So I'll put it in like that. Oh, jeez. Okay, so yeah, this. Oh, jeez, I dropped the screw. Okay, put all these right here. All right. Okay. So CX 430. All right. So yeah, if I were you and I had this budget, I would get the Ryzen 1600, Ryzen 5 1600 because that that is probably a much better CPU for this budget. But the Ryzen 3 2300X just sounds better, and I'm selling this PC, so that would definitely be like Ryzen 3 2300X. That sounds a lot better. But if you're just going for sweet price to performance, then yeah, just go for the Ryzen 5 1600. Dude, what in the world's going on? I'm gonna cut off circulation to my arm if it keeps on being like cut off by this thing. Okay, there you go. Remove. Alright, there you go. Okay, we gotta shift this PSU down. Alright, there you go. So, alright. Got the power supply in. Just trying to screw this screw in. Okay. Oh, I think I bent it a little bit. Well, I bent the metal chassis a little bit. That's fine. Alright, there you go. Just a little better. Alright. Alright, and then should have this. And okay, so now we got alright, so now we got the PSU in. We got all of the cables right here for alright, we got a bunch of cables here for so alright, so this is the reason why I should have not bought this case. I was just trying this case out. But if you were to get this case, get like a modular power supply, because a modular power supply would have been much better for this. But I got an unmodular one, and I can't wait for another case. So you know what? I'm just gonna build in this one for now. Now the cable management is manageable. You could do it. It's just gonna be a really tight fit under the case. So okay, so I'm kind of trying to remember where to place every cable because I did build this like I did build this and then took it apart so to make sure it worked, but I don't know. I think let's take this out. Okay, so all right, so when you're organizing like a case or like actually a power supply specifically, when you're trying to cable manage, just open up. I gotta wipe this. You just gotta open up the hold on. Right. You just gotta open up the front panel and have the back panel open as well. Have the back panel open as well. Like this. Have the back panel open as well. So you can just you can just reach in here like where the motherboard is supposed to be. You can just reach around the back. Or you can reach around here like where the front panel is. So you can really do any of your modifications. So alright, so how do I organize this? So this was when I first built this. This was really hard to organize. I don't feel like it's gonna be any different now. So yeah, let's do this. All right. So first, I'm just gonna put in the CPU power cable. I'm gonna go up here, and then normally you have a few holes here. Put it in through. Should be on that side. All right. There you go. What in the world? Yeah, hold on. Let me separate these two things. So with these power supplies, you can do like an 8-pin powered CPU, or you can like actually separate it. It'll be 4. This one uses a 4, so we need to separate it anyway. Okay. Alright, it's in. Alright, that's the first cable that we need. Second cable that you will need, probably, is the motherboard. Try to go in order, depending on where the cables would go in. So if you need the motherboard cable in like this right here, which is where it's gonna go, then you will need it to then you'll need it that would normally go before like a cable that goes into this little slot down here. So yeah, we're just taking this out, putting it in over here. Just make sure that gets through. All right. All right. There you go. It can no. Oh, what? Something's blocking it from going in. Oh, okay. I got caught onto a wire. Hold on. So you just gotta. All right. So I won't be able to move my phone around that much because I got a whole streaming setup over here. I have my laptop set up like beside me off frame, plugged into my phone, which is the webcam, and then I have like a split screen on there. I don't know how 8 GB of RAM is handling that. What in the world? Okay, there you go. All right, there you go. So second, try not to break that rubber. Second cable, the motherboard cable's in. All right, and then it'll plug in like right here. All right. So now third cable that you would need. Oh yeah, actually, before you put all this in, you're probably done this, but you know some of the cables are already in. Get your SATA drive. Um, get this. There should be a drive tray in here. Alright, there it is. And then you can put it in right here. Screw it in. It's gonna be facing that way. Alright. Yeah. Make sure you do this before, especially in these type fit cases. Make sure you do this before anything else, so you don't like. Oh my gosh! All right, well, almost lost that screw. So I'm just gonna put it in by hand first, and then you just screw it the rest in. All right. So I'm just putting that in. Okay. Now you just do it to the other one, which is right here. You only need two, and make sure they're across like that on a diagonal line. Just make sure they're like that. All right. So we got everything in now. Just gotta plug it in through the bottom right here. There should be like a drive thing here. Put it in there. All right. All right. Now we're gonna need the SATA cable. Because I'm just gonna start plugging this in. Um. All right. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Now I'm just gonna plug it in from down here. So um. Make sure you get the SATA cable out of the way before the other cables, so it will you know it will be able to um fit in. All right, there you go. And just route it down here. All right. All right, now. Oh no, we should probably not do that. Probably just like go in through the side or through the bottom. We'll go through the side. All right. All right. So we got the SATA cable left. All right. Let's get the GPU cable here. This thing is a little janky, but it will work. Now, completely forgot about bit size. I mean, there were zip ties that came with this case. I just lost them. So, but if you were doing this, you'd probably want a zip tie around here, so like it would look a lot better instead of this like just hanging out. Go for here, and then all right. Sure, not any of the cables are going in the way. Yeah, that cable management's pretty bad. I should have gone like a modular PSU, but it's okay. I mean, all right, and then all right, now we have a few remaining cables in here that you'd want to try fitting in the back as best as you can. The back is already pretty tight. I'm gonna try my best to like fit everything in here. Okay. All right, and there you go. All right, so that's the first thing. Let's plug it in there. The other SATA cable, wherever it is. Okay, here it is. Oh yeah, the cable management's gonna be pretty bad. But again, this is a budget PC, so you gotta do what you can do. If you were gonna use a non-modular PSU, get like a PSU with a base like a PSU basement. That's a lot better than this whole setup for janky setup right here. Let me take it out a little bit. You can fit the bottom cable right. Can fit the bottom cable here. Oh my goodness, dude, this is hard. Oh gosh, alright. I was trying to put it in the wrong way. Alright. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is alright. Well, there's not a lot of space back here. Plug that in. You guys can't really see it that well, but alright. But I got it connected. Right? And now we can just, yep, here we go. Okay, that is good now. Alright. Alright. Now we gotta get rid of the cables. Can't have them like randomly like, out of control back here. Alright. So these cables right here are the only cables that aren't really gonna be used for this. So um let's see. Alright. See if this gets there. So that SSD already has Windows 11 on it. It already has but like the drivers and already has like Roblox and Counter Strike. Those are the games I am going to be testing out at the end of the stream once I'm done building the PC. That should be pretty good. See, come on, get through, yo. All right. Right. All right. There you go. So now, what? Oh gosh, why are those cables come out? Okay. There. Should we go? Oh my goodness. There are a lot of cables in the way trying to plug it in here. Oh, jeez. All right. Don't do that. Okay. All right. So got. Sorry if I wasn't talking for a little bit. I just had to concentrate a little bit, but we did get a few of the things in. Is there anything else I need to power down here? No, I think I'm good. All right. So I got all that done. All right. So it is gonna be a little. The cable management is gonna be really janky down here, and this will be a really tight fit. But I hope I can fit it down here. We're just putting the PSU first, so we can uh set so we can before we put the motherboard, because this would be a lot harder if we had the motherboard inside, a lot heavier as well. So it's a good thing that we didn't put in the motherboard first, because that would have been hard. But it's kind of like pre-wiring. But all right. So now kind of have to try our best. All right. We're gonna have to try our best to fit everything in. Hey, sup? What's going on? What's going on today? All right. So the cable management's gonna be really janky here. Oh gosh. All right. And you will see some struggling, because this, again, I should have bought a case with the actual like power supply basement, but there's absolutely no space to like cable manage all this. Oh, no. So let me see if I can put it down. All right, it was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. But all right, we're gonna kind of push it down. Now this does come with this comes with a fan hub, and how you control all the fans. Yeah, there's a fan hub. How you control? Oh gosh, how you control all like the colors to the fans? Or you just press? There's an LED on the top right here. There's a button on the top right here, like right here. It's right here. It's labeled LED. You just press it, and then it switches it. Try not to push it down all the way for some reason. Sometimes the button works, sometimes it doesn't. I have no idea how that happens, but like sometimes you just kind of slowly press it. It changes it. Sometimes you have to push it down like all the way until you hear that click, and then it changes. But yeah, I don't know how all that works, but oh no, we're not doing that. All right. Oh jeez. They use regular fans without RGB. Yeah, I mean, you definitely don't need RGB, but I am. The thing is, for me, I gotta reapply this. What in the world just happened? Anyway, I gotta put back this back plate and redo that because it is bulging. You can definitely do. Uh, you can definitely do a PC without RGB. It's just I'm selling this, and a lot of people like the thing that really sells a gaming PC is RGB. I'm gonna be honest. Like you could talk like everything about specs. You can say like it has a pretty good uh it has like a pretty good CPU or GPU or anything like that. But like the thing that'll really sell it to them is if it really looks good in the room, because most of them are just casual people that don't really like. Most of them are casual people who don't really know about like computer specs, and you can and like they don't really care about like I mean they would care about the specs, like is it good enough, but like they wouldn't, no, but like they would also want it to look good in the room. So, but yeah, a lot of people definitely prefer a no RGB build. I just wouldn't risk like a few $100s on like a non RGB build, not have it. So, all right, let's see. All right, so now we're just gonna put in the motherboard. I don't care about looks. It's a bonus. Yeah, it's definitely a bonus. When like building, when like selling a PC, RGB sells it a lot. So RGB is normally the thing that sells it. So yeah, that's kind of a required thing. You can't really sell. There's not a lot of times when you sell a PC with RGB. All right. So okay, there's no IO shield because the guy who sold it to me, he shipped me the wrong IO shield. I do have a friend that is 3D printing me an IO shield. It's not here right now. I just SkyTech case. I noticed my PC has a 960, a 4th Gen i5. Dang, you got a pretty old PC there. By the way, this is not a SkyTech case. This is a CLX Spear, I think it was. You could search that up, or CLX Karnak. But anyway, you got a pretty old PC there. But like, it would definitely play like. I mean, yeah, it would struggle to play modern games. But what games do you play? Let me see this. What's the board and I mean, okay, all right, all right. Yeah, definitely like definitely a few things you could upgrade. But if you're happy with your PC, you're happy with your PC. I mean, I could say like what it struggles in because I could tell you a lot about what it struggles in because it is pretty old. But I'm just not gonna yap about that because if you're happy with your PC, you're happy with your PC. If it plays the games you want, plays the games you want. I mean, can't really say much about that. All right. So now, oh jeez, this thing is. There's a lot. That's a pretty the cable management is pretty janky down here. Oh, geez, where's the? Where's he? Oh, it's right here. Okay. All right. I'm gonna push that in. All right. I think I gotta reroute one of some of these wires. Probably should not do this with the motherboard inside the case. But you know what? It's fine. It's part of PC building. Again, I would definitely buy like another. Oh, jeez, splitting off. All right. I would definitely buy like another case besides from this one because it was really hard to fit everything. All right, we got that, and then down. Kind of have to like fit all the wires down into this little space right here. It's possible, but just gotta make sure they all fit. All right, I think that's like about as tight as I can get it right there. All right, what are the specs? Um, all right, I'm gonna answer a few other questions. I'm thinking about getting a 1660. It might give my CPU less of a bottleneck. Yeah, I no, your CPU will be the bottleneck, honestly. Hold on, guys. Someone's calling me. Guys, I'm gonna leave real quick. Is it AM4? Yes, it's AM4. Hold on, let me leave real quick. I will be pausing the stream because someone's calling me. All right, we're back because we're back because yeah, someone was calling me. Anyway, um, my laptop is a 2797. Your laptop's definitely better. What are the specs? Very budget PC. Ryzen 3 2300X, RX 470, 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, and A320M motherboard. A very budget PC, so a lot of the choices there are uh, like I mean, if you're like, this is entry level gaming. Like, if you're gonna play something like if you're gonna play something like Cyberpunk, then yeah, this thing would definitely struggle. But I actually built this. I played a I played Counter Strike on this because I did build this before the stream, so I made sure everything worked together. And yeah, it was running it okay, pretty well. Like like 80 to 100 FPS. Oh, wow. Should definitely put the other screws in first. All right, and then oh, all right. All right, yeah. It runs pretty well. I mean, for entry level, definitely. You do gotta you gotta lower down the heck out of the settings, but it will run. So sound like in chaotic matches. Is it better than mine? Yeah, probably. Isn't it better to get an Optiplex and smack a low profile GPU in this? Well, you see, I'm actually selling this PC, so if you were to get like a, I mean, yeah, that's definitely better value, but there are a few struggles to that. And second, I am selling this PC, so yeah, definitely. A lot of people want like an RG, like the PC filled with RGB, even though it doesn't actually like affect the performance of the PC. And they would not want like an office PC for. I mean, again, the biggest audience. It's harder to do. No, I mean it's not harder to do. It's just that like in terms of like aesthetics, it doesn't look too good, and a lot of people care. Most people who buy gaming PCs, like the Fortnite kids, yeah, they uh they care a lot about RGB and style. So a lot of people don't, but a lot of people do. And like again, the audience that you want to appeal, the target audience, I guess per se, is the is like the 7 to 11-year-old Fortnite kids who want like an entry level PC so they can actually play Fortnite to move on from their console. So, the GPU on Optiplex has no, it doesn't. Yeah, I'm flipping. No, the GPU in the Optiplex does not have to be just like a GTX 750 because if you get like a bigger, if you're getting like a bigger GPU, sorry, no, not a bigger GPU, a bigger Optiplex, you can definitely replace the power supply in there, and then smack like an RX 580, like a GT or like a GTX 1660 Super, and yeah, that thing will play like a that thing will play in 1080p. You just gotta make sure that like the CPU is at least like an i5 8th gen or like an i7 or at least an i7 6th gen, something like that. As long as it has decent specs, and then you slap a GPU in there, yeah, it will definitely play. Um, like most of the games that you'd want it to. Like an Optiplex 920, I think. Oh yeah, it does have to be pretty big. It's just that, I mean, for those smaller Optiplex systems, you definitely do have a few options of like what GPUs you have. But like you can, there's this Yeston RTX 3050. Even though the 3050 gets a lot of hate, that low profile GPU is definitely really good for just being PCIe powered. You don't need like external power like this GPU has. Like you don't need this for that. You don't need that for most of these for like those GPUs. You can there's definitely a few around. A full tower, you can replace the PSU and smack a fit. Yeah, you can definitely do that. That's a really good value PC. But from like a selling point, then yeah, I mean, not a lot of people would like want like an office PC for a gaming PC. They want it like filled with RGB and everything. That's why we got 3K fans here. But yeah, if you're trying to like look for price or performance value, then yeah, you gotta like look out for some of those really good. Um, you gotta look out for some of those really good optiplexes, like that are cheaper than they're supposed to be, and then you gotta like you gotta replace the PSU in there, and then smack a good GPU in there. And yeah, I'll definitely play in like 1080p. What? The next build I'm probably gonna for after this. Got any suggestions for games? Also, first of all, the 3050 is definitely not decently priced. It's way overpriced for what it is. And if you were to like, if you were to buy a 3050, it'd definitely be a low profile. And second, got any suggestions for games? I play mostly shooter games, so I play mostly shooter games. So games like I just lost a screw. Hold on. Games like Counter Strike. Games like Counter Strike I play. Like I play Counter Strike a lot. Um, yeah, that's the game I mostly play. But like games like COD or I play a little bit of Fortnite, obviously. Um, yeah, those are games that I mostly play. I don't really like a suggestion. I say CS2, but you probably already play that. So yeah, let me. I dropped the screw in here. Definitely not a good idea to leave that in the system. So I gotta like look for that real quick. Where is that? Hold on. Hold on, let me yeah, can I borrow your hold on guys. Can I borrow your yeah, sure, go ahead. Alright, let's see here. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I swear, if it's in the power supply, then it might be screwed. Yeah, I hope it's not in the power supply. MW2. I like CS2, but I prefer Source. I might get a PC with a 12400S and a 6070 XT soon. Yeah, that's definitely great. Definitely a great. Uh, that's a really good combo, especially for right now. Um, let me see. Dude, where is this screw, bro? Hopefully that thing does not fit in to there. Like, if it fell. Oh my goodness, who's calling me, bro? Hold on. Chat, hold on. Oh, never mind. So, there's no one there. Oh my gosh. Thing fell into like I don't know where this thing went. Oh, it's right here. It was right in front of me. All right. Anyway. All right. All right. Back to PC building. Yeah. So uh, where did I where did I place that? All right. So yeah, definitely let me see. I like the aesthetics. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's not gonna be that good because there's like a lot of cables around here, but with like RGB, that's gonna bring it up a lot. All right, I lost that again. Oh, it's right here. Safely remove that. So, all right, let me lay down the PC. Right. All right. All right. Yo, how many times am I gonna drop this thing, dude? I'm really gonna stop dropping this. Let me use a pliers to put it into its place. Right there. There we go. All right. All right. Smooth. Yo, what? Okay, there you go. All right. So got it good. What would be the what will be the profit? And this is my first PC flip, so it's not that big. It's like $40 or something like that. I just like PC build. I like baseball and PC building. I would be making baseball content right now, but there I got a little thing called like I got this, and then I have something. I have school, so there are a lot of things to manage. But the profit would be like $40 though. All right, all right. Let's not have that then. Oh yeah, I have this thing. All right, I do have this thing right here. I'll definitely like fit in between the motherboard and like the case, so like it doesn't bend too much. So when you're putting it in, it won't bend as much because like when you're pushing this thing in, it will bend a lot, and you wouldn't want that. So that's where I'm. All right, gotta put the CPU power in too. I like. Oh, I gotta pull it more. I gotta open the back panel again, and pull it out more. Right. This thing was pretty hard to put back in the first time, so I don't want to. So hopefully it won't be as hard this time. My goodness, yeah, I will need to clean this up of its scratches. I do got alcohol and a toothbrush somewhere around here. I'll use that to clean the surface of this thing up. I'll push it more in. Okay, there you go. Be good enough. All right. All right. Oh, jeez. That's okay. Okay. Nope. Make sure that these tabs go in because it's really challenging to put this thing in. You gotta get the tabs down here, and then you just gotta. Yeah. All right, there you go. All right, screw that in. All right. Hoo-ha. All right, that one's in. Yeah, my main content on the other channel trying to grow, that one it's mostly baseball or wiffle ball on that channel. So yeah, but I haven't been able to post on it for like a little bit because uh I I like video actually like film no not filming like content creation does take a little bit to make. Like you gotta film it and then you gotta what PC do you have? Um I have a pre-built CyberPower PC. That's the one that my dad bought me to video edit it. Video edit. It's RTX 5060, 16 gigabytes of DDR5, and a Ryzen 5 8 uh 8 8400. So it's a pretty good, definitely a really good PC, especially for like video editing basic videos. My laptop had a like an i3 and that's it. So like it definitely could not. It was like it was not handling it well. So that's why we got that. Texted me. Hold on, guys. I'm a the stream will like first. Oh, okay. All right. It's just a random thing. Anyway. No, not supposed to close it. All right. Okay. So I'll put this thing in here. Yo, who is texting me, bro? And sorry for the dings, because there is someone texting me. I got a microphone here. Here. Oh, let me put this down real quick. Oh my gosh. I gotta. Yo, who keeps on texting me, dude? Oh, nope. Oh no. Oh my gosh, this front panel is hard to connect because it's already gotta reach down there and then put it. Alright. Alright. No. Should be good. Alright. Also want to learn video editing, but how do you earn by learning video? What do you mean by earn? Like earning money? You don't really earn money while video editing. Like you, my channel's not monetized yet. I mean, this channel or my other channel, they're not. I don't really post that much in this channel. This channel is just mostly like other things I do. So the channel's like mostly other things I do besides from like baseball or wiffle ball. But yeah, you don't really earn money really. I don't really know what you mean by earning. Nothing didn't crack. We're good. Nice. Yeah. So I don't know what you mean by like earning while learning video editing. When you're learning, you don't really earn that much or anything. Okay. USB. That one. That one right there. Dang, the cable management on this build is a little janky, but I mean, yeah, it's a janky. Will it work? Yeah, it will. All right. Ooh, right. All right. Come on. Okay, we're good on that. Good on that. All right. We're mostly good for all the cable connectors right there. All right. What other parts of this to put in? Um, I think that's it. Um, all right. So we got finding client who's willing to pay. Okay, so my type of video editing, I don't video edit for others. I video edit for my own channel. So, I mean, I could definitely video edit for others because you know, I could video edit for others if I had the time, but I don't really do that. So, uh, to find like a client who's willing to pay, like you're probably going something like Fiverr for that. But I don't really dabble on like those type of things because I video edit for my own videos and I don't really edit for anybody else unless if it's like a friend. But if you wanted to, then yeah, you gotta go on like Fiverr and then like say I can video edit for someone.
Oh, Fiverr?
Fiverr, yeah.
Okay.
Why?
A lot of scammers on this place.
I mean, yeah, you can definitely use something else, but
Maybe word of mouth? I'm just kidding.
no. Word of mouth is. I mean, there's only one company that succeeded, and that's Sriracha.
That's Sriracha. Like, not gonna work for any other company.
All right, should be good. What? That one's going now. All right. What software do you use to edit? Okay, so I don't use Premiere Pro or DaVinci. I just use the free Microsoft Clipchamp. But next year I am gonna be taking a class that basically allows you to get Premiere Pro for free. So I'm gonna be doing that. But yeah, if I were to choose like a video editing software, probably like Premiere Pro because I feel like that one's a lot more. I feel like if you were just starting to video edit, like I would definitely use like Microsoft Clipchamp before you move on to like something like DaVinci Resolve or is that DaVinci? Yeah, DaVinci or like Premiere Pro. So you would get like the oh shit, I'll plug in the all right. So you can like familiarize yourself with like um video editing before you do something like use like Premiere Pro because a lot of Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve. It's a pretty professional like setup. I am gonna be taking a video editing class next year though, so in high school, so like I can learn how to video edit with some other softwares. So it's pretty good. So, oh my god, hold on, guys. My mom's calling me. Guys, my mom's calling me. Hold on. All right. Sorry about that. My mom called me in the middle of streaming. All right. So, don't really have. I think that's it. Oh yeah, hold on. We got this Wi-Fi adapter right here. We gotta connect it. Right here. All right. So that is now the Wi-Fi. The PC, like the motherboard, doesn't have built-in Wi-Fi, so you gotta get one of those Wi-Fi adapters. And then just here. By the way, it's midnight in my country. Dang, where? Um, hmm. What countries are in midnight right now? I'm gonna try guessing. Are you like in Asia or Europe, like Russia or something like that? Or are you like or are you like somewhere in Asia? All right. Yeah, I think I got everything I need for this PC build. Okay, so uh, I'm gonna set up my live streaming equipment over to my desk over there, so you guys can see kind of like the aesthetics and everything. So I'm gonna close the stream real quick, and then I mean not close it. It's gonna be on that loading screen a little bit, and I'll switch over there. So yeah, I'll be muting real quick. Oh, okay. India. You guys can still hear me through like the microphone though as I'm doing this. I don't gotta be moving a lot of things though. Let me see. Uh, uh. Oh my gosh. All right. All right. I gotta be moving a lot of things now. So. All right. Move into this spot right here. Guys, I'm in the middle of moving my all my things to like my desk so you guys can see the PC while running. But yeah, just hold on like a little second. Um, in the world, my tripod is tweaking right now. Okay. What if I zoom out a little bit? All right. All right. I'm done building the PC. I do have everything set up, but I just gotta like move everything here. So I'm gonna show. I'm done building the PC. Let me get this thing working? You play Call of Duty mobile? I used to, but not anymore. Yo, what is going on? Alright, there. Alright. I'm still trying to set up everything. What in the world's going on? What? Use. Alright. Hold on, my cable was. I used to connect my phone to my computer to use the webcam. It's not working. Let me plug that. And then plug it back in. Nope. Hold on, guys. I'm having some technical difficulties. Alright. I think we're good now. Yeah, you can see it. I'm just gonna close it real quick so I can set up everything else. Oh my goodness. Alright. Let me just pull this out. Okay. Alright, well, I got it. I got it set up right here. Hello. Alright. So we gotta just shift it down a little bit.
Yeah, come on.
Alright, so there it is right now. I did switch it on. I gotta connect like the HDMI and everything. So let me see. I do got a spare. That's spare HDMI right here. Yep. So, bro. Okay, there you go. Alright. At the end. I'm also gonna be putting my mouse. I'm also gonna be putting my main mouse into this one. Alright. And I also got this keyboard back here. So I don't have to like go back around and I'm just gonna use this keyboard for next. And then yeah, I think after this, yeah, we got everything set up. So we're gonna go for the first power on. Let's shift it to the side a little bit. Here we go. Ready? Dang, that looks pretty sick. Looks pretty sick. Where are you from? I'm in the United States. Florida. Let's look at this. That looks pretty sick, honestly. Yeah. All right. Let's see. We got a we got a we got a boot right there. It's plugged in. Nothing wrong over here. Come on. I'm gonna start looking into. I'm gonna start looking into it because should be posted. I'm gonna shut off the camera real quick. Let me see if there's anything I can do. Turn it on. Okay. Monitors on. Hmm. All right. Well, let me see. All right. Well, computer's built, so we got the computer here. So I am gonna be ending the. We got the computer down here. It's not posting, so well, I'll have to look into that. But yeah, we got the computer built. I am gonna shut down the live stream. Thank you guys for watching. Jesus is King. I'll see you guys the next time I build another PC. I'm gonna be testing if it works.